Well, recently when I was working on a project, I needed to manufacture some radiuses like this one so that this kind of tube would fit nicely into it. So most people, when they're doing something like that on their mill, will use one of these things. And the trick with these things is that you can only take so much at a time off. So inevitably you end up making quite a few cuts and adjusting each time until you get close. And when you're close, then you start making minuscule adjustments because you don't want to go over. So after making the first one of these, I came up with a little bit better idea. I decided to use one of these and set it up for my final adjustment, so that when I got close, I wasn't making all those minuscule adjustments. I just put this in and ran it through, and I knew I'd get the same size every time. So then I had a thought that I could find a way to quickly set these up, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. So I decided to use my Spindex to do this. And when I first started out here, I put this on 0. And I put the appropriate size collet in to hold this. And put that in there like so. Then I took a 1, 2, 3 block, and I already had this block. If you were doing this, you could make a much longer one of these. You wouldn't need the 1, 2, 3 block. It'd be high enough. But this has a 5/16 size here. This is 5/16, and it fits nicely into that. That's where the tool fits. So I got that fitted just like so, and then I tightened up on this. So now we're perpendicular. Some time ago, I decided it would be handy to install this little round bar here. And it's there because the top of this bar is set exactly on center for this. So when I'm using a height gauge, I can just come in and drop my height gauge on that, and I can lock it there, and now I know that I'm on center over here. This is now perpendicular, as you saw before, so all we have to do is take this gauge with a digital readout and raise it up to the radius that we want to cut. And then we can slip it over whatever that radius is. We'll put it up here. Say that's the radius we want to cut. And then you can put your tool in here and slide it up until it touches, like so, and then just lock it up with that. So now you're set perfectly, and all we've done is, knowing that this is 0 over here, we move this up our radius, and we're going to have that set exactly. And that will be as accurate as your height gauge is. Now, if you have a boring bar for your lathe that looks something like this, that accepts the tool bits, and you need to set it up, you could do the same thing. Just slide that in there and go through the same procedure. If you'd like to be notified of other new modifications, please click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.